looking forward to this game Saturday versus Grambling. Grambling is a really good team. Their record doesn't indicate it, but they play extremely hard. They took Texas Southern to the wire this past Monday, and so they are really hungry for a win. Considering last year when we swept Grambling, they're coming back for revenge, and so we're expecting a really good team to come in. Their guards are really good. They have really good post players that may pose us some problems on the inside with their size, but nevertheless, we're going to make sure that we get prepared for them.
Coach, talk about the striking resemblance between Deja Rogan and Tally. It's like they're the same height, same size, and they both play with the same type of intensity. Let's talk about how they almost look like sisters out there on the floor.
Yeah, we recruited Rogan here, and obviously Janiah Talley was already here before Rogan came here, but they knew each other. They were both recruited to play at the same JUCO together, but Janiah was fortunate to come here to play, and Deja Rogan stayed at Northeast Mississippi to play. Very similar in speed. You know, we call them twins on the floor. Deja scores the ball a little better than Janiah, but they both bring the same intensity defensively. You know, we knew when we got them here in July that they were going to pose problems for teams full court, and so I try to utilize them a lot. And you know, having them both in the starting lineup brings a lot of energy for us.
Coach, at 6-0, you're off to a really good start. How do you keep your team from being complacent?
You know, after every game, normally when you win, you move on to the next game. We don't. When we win these games, we go back and watch what we could have done better. And watching the game versus Prairie View, there's so much room to grow. And so we focus on those areas, and therefore the players can't get content. They can't get complacent. They have to continue to get better. And so we just kind of focus on those things and keep preparing our players for the next opponents.
Coach, as just mentioned, 6-0 start. It's the first time in school history that's ever been accomplished. 7-game winning streak. First of all, that has to feel awesome, but just talk about what that means currently for the program and just what's been clicking.
You know, it's an honor. You know, we're extremely humbled by this opportunity. But you know, when you set out with goals, you don't say I want to go undefeated. That's not a goal that you set for yourself, but you set out goals that you want to accomplish statistically, and so you want to make sure every night, every day, every practice you're working towards those goals. And so fortunately for us, it's worked in our favor in bringing history to the university, and we're extremely proud of that. We want to continue to get better. We want to continue to bring more. We want to continue to do more. We want to continue to set more records, you know, but we have to get better every day. Our players, you know, we don't focus on it. We don't look at it. We just look at what our weaknesses are and try to make those our strengths.
You played 3 top 25 teams early on in the season. Does that just help with, you know, being confident, especially moving towards conference play?
Yeah, those games were tough. They were so tough, and you know, we couldn't see the end of the tunnel, you know, playing those games, but it definitely prepared us. You're talking about Illinois State, a top 25 mid-major program that we took down to the wire, and we often reflect on that game. You know, we played really tough competition. Indiana University, those young ladies were extremely good and extremely talented, and I think those tough games help prepare us for these moments, and learning how to dig in, play together, execute, and you know, win the game.
Coach, Amisha Williams, she has been an incredible story this year. This is a girl that hadn't played in a couple of years, and right now she's leading the entire conference with 38 blocks and is averaging nearly 10 points a game. Just talk about her progression back into basketball and just what it means.
Yeah, Amisha, when she came after being off for 2 years, she had gained a lot of weight. A lot of her weight was from baby weight, and we really focused in on her nutrition and getting her stronger. Before we even put a ball in her hand, we made sure that she was together in those areas in terms of her conditioning and, you know, losing the weight, because we didn't want to have early onset injuries. And so we focused on that with her, and she really bought in. Amisha wasn't liking basketball when she first started. I can remember her saying, I don't enjoy this anymore. And I was telling her, this is your key. This is your key for your family. If you continue to get better, you can use this to make money for as a career. And so when she started getting some early success playing Mississippi State, she had a great game against Mississippi State. she texted me that night and said, Coach, I love the game now. I love it. And so now she's bought into it. I'm just really happy for her. I'm happy to have her back on board and feeling great about herself and feeling great about what she can do for this game. She has a lot of room to grow, and I'm just so excited that we have her for 2 years. We can actually keep her for 3 because Mississippi State want to give her one of those years back. But she wants to get it done in 2, and we're excited about those 2.
It's an interesting point when you say, she didn't like basketball, but now she's loving it. So when her teammates see that in her eyes and all that and out on the court, does that help them play with more energy, just her overall leadership?
It does. Amisha's like the key, and she doesn't really know she's the key. Before we played Texas Southern, the team kept talking about Amisha won't stop talking. Coach, she's talking just the way she was talking versus Mississippi State. And I can remember her telling the camera, the news reporters, that I want to be great against Mississippi State. I got to get my team ready. And so she carried that same enthusiasm into the Texas Southern game. And so when we have her on board like that, the team rallies behind her, because Amisha's very quiet. She's very shy. And so when you can get her talking and get her excited, everybody gets excited. So,
any more questions? Awesome. Thanks, Coach.
okay.